Every live stream starts with the same routine. Before the plot unfolds, he's rattling the tin, talking like the missions, hanging on a string. But the pitch hits harder than anything he brings. He says it's for the cause, says it's for the fight, but the wallet talk comes first every single night. Urgency on loop like a neon light, and the crisis always grows when the funds aren't right.
Every setback becomes a reason to pay. Every obstacle turns into a bill to defray. Supporters dig deep while he narrates the day, but the story feels thinner the more he displays. The boat, the gear, the travel, the fuel. Every item becomes a donation tool. Drama gets framed like a rebel duel, but the ass keeps coming, predictable rule.
He calls it a movement, but it feels like a sale. A never-ending saga with a donation trail. Every episode ends with a funding detail, and the audience wonders who's spearing the tale. He paints himself hunted, under attack, but the danger always seems tied to a cash track. Every threat he names circles right back to a link in the chat or a QR pack.
The crisis tone rises when the numbers fall. The stakes get higher with each donation call, but the pattern's so steady, it's visible to all. A cycle of hype built to enthrall.
He says he's on the front
Line, taking the heat, but the front line looks like a fundraising beat. Every claim of pressure sounds incomplete when the platoons always help us stay on our feet.
Supporters want truth,
Not a constant plea.
they want action, not a funding spree. But the narrative bends conveniently whenever there's a chance to boost the fee.
He frames it as survival, a mission at stake, but the urges it feels crafted, almost opaque. Every new danger sounds like a reprimander of the life being pushed. He needed it night.
The boat becomes a symbol, the journey a quest, but the money talk overshadows the rest. People start wondering, even the best, if the story's the product he's learned to finesse. In the end, it's a loop, a familiar sound, a crisis announced, donations inbound. But the more it repeats, the more it's unbound from the truth that gets lost when money's the crown. Yeah, you know what it is. Yeah.
Every damn streams with the same old cry. Before he even says hello, he's begging on standby, talking like the world's ending, like the sky's gonna die. But it's just a never have to rent in the battle cry.
He's yelling about danger while shaking the cup, acting like the revolution stuck unless you cough up. Every setback's a crisis, every hiccup corrupt, but the only thing rising is the cash he disrupts.
He turns a flat tire into a national threat, screaming for the nations like he's drowning in debt. But the drama feels faker the more you reset. It's a never-ending rerun of the same damn vignette. The boat's just a boat, but he milks it for fear, talking like the left, hiding round the rear. But the only thing chasing him year after year is the never more money to keep the show in gear.
He rants about freedom while passing a hat, says he's fighting tyranny from the seat of his flat. Every live stream ends with a digital splat of send more cash plastered right in the chat.
He claims persecution like he's under attack, but the danger always circles right back to a paper link pinned at the top of the stack, and a speech about how he's carrying the slack.
He hypes up threats like a bargain bin thriller, every episode louder, every claim a bit iller. But the plot's paper thin and the vibe's just filler, a director level grip from a self-styled killer. He says he's on the front line taking the heat, but the front line looks like a donation receipt. Every rant ends with help us stay on our feet, like the mission collapses without your repeat.
Supporters want truth, not a guilt trip plea, not a man shouting emergency every damn week. But the panic keeps flowing like a busted leak, and the cash keeps coming when the story's bleak. He frames every moment like a do-or-die test, but the urgency feels staged like a scripted quest. Every new danger sounds like the last one, dressed in a fresh coat of panic to keep wallets impressed.
The boat becomes sacred, the journey divine, but the money talk overshadows every line. People start wondering if the whole design is a crisis machine built to monetize time.
In the end, it's a loop, a predictable beat, a new day, a new drama, a new cash sheet. But the more it repeats, the more it's obsolete, a cycle affair with a grift and the story complete.
Yeah. Storm clouds gather while the camera keeps rolling. Another crisis headline, manufactured, swollen, shouting that the left is coming. Fear gets stolen. Truth's barely in the room, but the drama's golden. They point at shadows like enemies in the mist. Every problem's a plot, every critic's a twist. Claiming sabotage when none even exists. Selling panic like a product you can't resist. A boat on a trailer becomes a national threat. They hype it like the world's ending on the internet. Every minor inconvenience turns into a debt owed by some villain they haven't even met. Yeah, the story bends hard just to fit the frame. Heroes and villains in a self-written game. If reality disagrees, they call it all lame. But the louder they yell, the thinner the claim. Talking about freedom while stoking the rage. Performing revolution on a YouTube stage. Every episode scripted like a war they wage. But the battlefield's imaginary, page after page. They say the left is coming to seize their ride, but the only thing chasing them is their own pride. Fear's a good business when the views coincide, and outrage pays better when it's amplified.
Every tool becomes proof of a secret attack. Every stranger's a suspect watching their back. But paranoia's a trap that keeps people off track, and the truth gets buried under layers of flack.
They frame themselves as rebels, fighting the tide, but it's hard to be oppressed with millions on your side. The narrative's a vehicle they conveniently drive, while the facts sit quietly, pushed aside.
The boat's just a boat, not a symbol of war, but they turn it into something worth dying for. Drama keeps the clicks coming back for more, and calm explanations get shown the door.
They shout emergency like the world's on fire, but the flames are imaginary, built to inspire. A cycle of panic that never seems to tire, because fear's the fuel their engines require.
They claim persecution while standing on a stage, broadcasting every grievance, page after page. But the louder the performance, the more it feels like rage. It's just another product they're trying to gauge.
In the end, it's a show, a loop on repeat, a crisis invented to keep people in their seat. A boat on a train becomes a national feat when the truth is too quiet and the drama's too sweet. And the truth is too smooth, and the drama's too sweet, and the drama's